What's going on, family? I'm very stoked to get into a request from our good buddy James today, and his request is going to be for NF and the song Mistake. Again, I'm somewhat familiar with NF, but there's a lot that I have not listened to. So this is definitely one that I have not heard yet, so I am excited to check it out. So let's go ahead and jump right into it.
At a standstill, I've got quality.
Jesus.
I feel like I'm at a standstill, waiting for you to tell me I'm okay. If time heals, tell me why do I kill myself trying to show you I'm not a mistake. I've got qualities that I'm not proud of. I've made promises that I walked out on. I've had days I feel I don't deserve love. So think what you think, just don't call me a mistake. Might have made some, can't argue with that, but I ain't one. Even I sometimes get afraid of having to face the wrath of an anxious me. I get it cause I actually feel the same. Sometimes I think I might be a lost cause who turns off cause the way I read into what I've been through. You think I'm mental, but it pays off though. When the runs through, I pursue what I love. And if it goes south then falls down, just know I'll stand on my own 2 feet. Don't you see those that oppose on me? Most won't leave thinking I might retreat. Show my teeth quick if you turn on me, cause I feel like I'm at a standstill, waiting for you to tell me I'm okay. If time heals, tell me why do I kill myself trying to show you I'm not a mistake. I've got qualities that I'm not proud of.
Man, it's yeah, I think one thing that I've definitely taken so far away from I think NF's music is the fact that he definitely gives you he gives you the real, right? So we talk about that a lot on the channel about how just looking for those artists and those people out there that especially in the art of music that are kind of giving the most rawest and realest forms of themselves. And you could tell by almost everything that I've ever listened to from NF that he's pretty open. You know what I mean? And I think that one of the things that I've liked about him is the fact that he is a pretty good MC for the fact that he does the kind of music that he does. I wouldn't necessarily call him a hip hop act per se. I don't know if that's disrespectful to not call him a hip hop act, but that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I wouldn't necessarily put him in that category, even though he uses a lot of hip hop elements and flair to the art that he creates. So that being said, like I said, I think that he's a pretty nice MC where he uses different flow and rhythm patterns to be able to express himself, and I feel like he finds good ways to be able to incorporate that when he chooses to change it. And especially when the fact that I don't want to say everything, but a lot of the stuff that I've listened to from him has been very much of a one-tone nature, where again there's probably going to be some extra flair that happens in this song at some point, but to this point, it's all been just a slow piano beat that way. So it is one of those things that he finds a way to be able to carry it, I think, kind of throughout the entire song better than I think a lot of people are able to do, where some may argue that maybe his music might be a little bit on the more, now, I'm not saying this, but if it's more boring side, but I think it's because people aren't listening to what really what's really happening. It's not an upbeat anthem kind of music, but it also has a lot of volume in what's going on to it. But you kind of also have to let yourself kind of actually pay attention to what he's saying.
I've made promises that I walked out on. I've had days I feel I don't deserve love. So think what you think, just don't call me up. Just don't call me up.
That's what I'm saying right there with the MC tricks, right? Is he let it breathe on the moment when you were supposed to when you're supposed to say a mistake, the first time. And I didn't even get to touch on that yet when he was talking the just even the lyrical content on here, where with trying so hard to prove to you that I'm not a mistake. even though like he was like, you know, I know that I've done things that I'm not proud of, and I know that I have like flaws and all these different things, but like I'm kind of killing myself trying to prove to you that I'm not a mistake to you. And again, I feel like that's a pretty raw emotion that he gave us, and that's in the chorus. That's the hook of the song, where that is like probably the most rawest thing that he is saying is in the chorus. You know what I mean? That a lot of times the verses is where you get that extraness, but a lot of that was there. But I feel like you got the most realist thing that he said has been in the chorus of the song.
Just don't call me a mistake, cause I'm not one. Misplaced, but I found a lot of resentment causes a mess when you let it get to the place of no confidence. Struggle with it, that's obvious, but not enough to make me second guess if I die for the ones I love. So don't you get confused, thinking if you bring me down, I'ma just choose to let myself get used. I don't live like that, I feel trapped, I might lash out. I gotta watch my back, cross my path, especially with ill intent. You'll regret you ever took that task if and when this thing could all go bad. Don't you act like no one warned you, yeah, cause I feel like I'm at a standstill, waiting for you to tell me I'm okay. If time heals, tell me why do I kill myself trying to show you I'm not a mistake. I've got qualities that I'm not proud of. I've made promises that I walk out on. I've had days I feel I don't deserve love. So think what you think, just don't call me a mistake.
He sang it too. Woo! He took it each time he did that chorus, like he took it somewhere else with each one. And that again, that's why I said where even though it all had like one tone to it, there was a lot of volume and depth, like with the way that he like delivered the entire record. So again, I thought that this was pretty amazing, pretty vulnerable, and I just like it. You know what I mean? It's real, it's raw. I wouldn't say it would be like at the top of the things that I've heard from him, but it's hard to really put like one song up against another when it's all kind of like different pieces of art that way. Does that make sense? Where I'm like, you know, I think everything's supposed to make you feel something one way or the other, and I feel like this is like one of those ones where like this is definitely a sad rainy day playlist song. You know what I mean? Like it's not the one that you would throw on all the time, but it's definitely a good one for that sad rainy day playlist. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely gonna make it in mine. So you guys definitely have to let me know which the next NF song I'm supposed to check out is. That's all I got for this one. Shout out again to James for the request. Shout out to you, my friend. Be kind to a stranger today. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room for you.